What's up, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, shit. What up, dude? Signals? Where at? I need them. Bias got hit BE. Just for it to run again. Wanted to re-enter off that 15-minute, but I didn't get a bottom wick. Man, that's annoying. My progress on the PA. Break evens today a lot. How was your guys' day? Oof. Some blueberries. Smelling like some blueberry. Sold my house. Bro, that's the exact same thing I'm thinking about doing. You're a savage. I had the same idea. You trying to get out of there? Did you get what you wanted? That's the most important thing. What up, Loss? Yeah, I have a little over 6 figures. Yeah, I don't reach the 250. I have a little over 6 figures. A little over 100. But that's the thing, I was just doing the math and running out my place for profits. I was looking at the long-term investment cost and how much I would make over the long term. and I don't have enough profit margin for it to be beneficial. My money's better off um, in the stock market, in the S&P 500 or some Vanguard ETF or something like that. Split it into like 4 or 5 different ways. Yeah, right in your pocket. And the thing is, I've lived so long in my place that I qualify for another FHA loan. So I don't know if I'm gonna move from one into another or and then keep a shit ton of money in my pocket. But yeah, I'm trying to get out of my town here, bro, in West Palm. So I don't know what it is, but it's becoming more and more and more ghetto. And I used to live in the ghetto. I know exactly when the vibes are off. I know exactly when a place is starting to become, you know what I mean? I can feel it. I could see the Walmart carts being left behind, and I could already feel in my soul the ghetto-ness pulling up. Just yesterday on my way home, there was 2 streets blocked off with yellow tape. And I'm like, bro, there's $300,000 homes right here. There's half a million dollar homes right here. There's a Lamborghini dealership right here. There is a condo right here. There's a Maserati dealership right here and a Ferrari dealership right here, all within a mile. And there's yellow tape blocked off because somebody got shot within a mile. And that's exactly what it is, bro. There's in my neighborhood, in like the area where I live in, investors came in and gentrified the entire area. But there's still um bro, imagine you have streets, every block, nice beautiful houses, but this block is all trailer parks. Just the block. Why? Because the investors wanted to buy up all the trailer parks that were in the area, and that's the street of people that said no. So the investors built around them. They built condos like mine and everything all the way around, and those people decided to stay. So they're like 6 blocks from my place, and they don't want to leave. And it's not that you're forcing poor people out. It's like, bro, there's a murder on your block every 3 days. Your block needs to be shut down. People like that need to be sent to prison. Yeah, bro. Bro, I just go home, I go to work, and I come back home. That's all that I do, dog. And if I can see you up to nefarious activities when I only leave my house for fucking 10 minutes a day, bro. Now, the people with money, they do more like financial crimes. Poor people do more like robbing your car, breaking into your car, stealing the trailer right from the back of your house like they did to me. Breaking the window of your car, realizing there's nothing in there, and then leaving. Like, bro, at least take something, bro. All you did was break my window, and you realized I had nothing and you dipped. Yeah, a trailer that you just hitch on the back of a pickup truck and you can like tow stuff, not tow stuff with it, but you can like store stuff on it. You can put like air conditioners on it, um, junk to throw out. You could put a bed frame on there. Yeah, to haul shit. Yeah, that's exactly what the term is, to haul stuff. I had a brain fart. I told you all the things you can haul, but I didn't say the word haul. Yeah, bro. And the thing is that those have um VIN numbers and stuff on it, so I don't know how they were able to use it. It's an all-American trailer too. It's one of the good ones. Yeah, bro. Illinois, Chicago, Illinois. Chirac. Florida is similar to Chicago, but Florida is very big. Florida is very, very, very big. So like, bro, like there's like maybe 3 house distance between me and the block over. So even if you're like 4 or 5 blocks down and you start shooting some shots, I probably won't hear it. Hey, options. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at there, buddy. Bro, my screen even glitches when I pull that chart up. Alright, what are orange lines? Orange thick lines, because then you also have orange skinny lines. So none of those colors mean anything, they're just colors you want to use? Or does a color mean like a weekly level or daily level or hourly level? Quit on this hourly closure. Clean it up. What do you mean, bro? That's the cleanest chart I've ever seen in my life. Holy shit. Paddy Pimblett, the UFC fighter, decided to fight a bunch of Marines, and until he can make a Marine tap out. So whenever the Marine taps out, a new one comes in. And he just destroyed how many fucking Marines? 10 Marines. He tapped them all out before they could do anything. I have a sell stop. It's the same play I had earlier that I had to get out. It kind of slipped me a little. Or not really. What up, Jay? Damn, just 200. We're gonna see some volume right here in the next minute. What direction is China going to take us? There's China open. Or is it 7 for them now and their open is at 9 because of our time chain? I completely forgot. Can we get a dump here? I remember one time somebody asked, is buying gold a good idea? A couple years ago. And Wix was like, if you just buy now and never sell, you're gonna make a lot of money. How many pips has gold driven since I started trading? $9,700. If I would have taken a one lot, risking $1,000, 100 pips stops. $90,000. Wow. Hey, I'll tell you what, brother. I'm exhausted. Hey, what up, Jose? This is a good trade. Drop a like, gang. Drop a beautiful like. Remember yesterday when I ended stream 30 minutes early? I, in fact, did not go to bed early. Oh, I didn't take anything. 0 positions. I was just up. I didn't take a position options. After stream? Nah. I don't even have screenshots here. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be sitting here for a fucking hour ranging before we get the pop. Ideally, I would like to be in it. Break even. Like, if we got a fat 20 pip candle down, I'll close one position and leave a runner. But we gotta get that candle to just dump. How was your guys' day? Good, man. Good, 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 good. I got one of my 50K accounts out of drawdown today. I decided to go hard. Without breaching the 30% max daily profit. I was down like $1,300 on it, and then within a couple of weeks, I decided to take a couple trades on it. Where on my first account I was in drawdown, and then I entered on that account at a better entry. And then once the trade played out on my first account, that account was in much larger profits. And I got it back to just over 1,000, and then today I made the whole 1,000 back scalping all morning. Obviously, I was over risking just to get just the to bring it out, but I caught 170 pips, I believe, on that account. Yeah, bro, that account was a goner. I only had like maybe $600 of drawdown on there. I had to back to break even was at 1,300, but then I took a trade where it was up like 300-400, and then it went back to break even because I was being greedy and I wanted to hold it to make back the full 1,000. So I scalped with like 5 micros or 6 micros, and I was just scalping and scalping and scalping and scalping, and then I brought it back. Today I made like 800 something, 900 something. So it's just under the 30%. I can't make more than 1,000 a day. So I have this one up 650, and then I have that one fresh. So I'm gonna work on buying the copy trader and then connecting my live account to the 2 funded accounts. So I was just doing math, and so taking one contract on my live account, if had I been copy trading it to my evaluation, my live account would be up almost 400 bucks. Along with the evaluations. So if I hit 3,000 in a month on the evaluations, my live account would be up 1,500. I have 2 of them that are active or that are in profit. That's a $7,500 a month. That's pretty fucking good if you ask me, off of 2 accounts and a small live account. So that's the power of scalability, where people ask, oh, how much capital do you need? Maybe you just need a couple $1,000s and a few live accounts and a few funded accounts. What's up, Nadim? Maybe you only need a $5,000 live account, 1 funded account. You copy trade one to the other, and then you look back at your funded account at the end of the month, and you're like, wow, $3,000 payout. Beautiful. Yeah, it's the same thing that I said, bro. I was like, if that $7,500 a month mark, plus having my investments here that make me a little bit more, I'm out of here. Not out of to another country, but I'm out of this town. I'm out of here. I need to go somewhere else. I wanted to build my life here in West Palm. It's very nice, but it's becoming ghetto. And I don't want to be like, all right, when I went to Miami Tuesday, and there was this neighborhood where you would go in there and you're like, oh, normal neighborhood. People that make $40,000-$50,000 a year, those are the ones that live here. But then you see Teslas parked everywhere, and Tesla trucks or Cybertrucks parked everywhere. And you're like, this place used to be the ghetto 3 years ago. And now people with Cybertrucks are buying homes here. You look it up on Zillow, and the houses are $600,000 for a 2-bedroom, tiny little apartment. So I'm like, oh, so it's not that you have a broke person who has a Tesla, a Cybertruck. It's that the person, in order to buy that home for 600,000, needs to make like $1 million a year. So of course he can afford a Cybertruck. He has a fucking $600,000 house. Dump, dump, dump. Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. So if you have a live account that's that size, you're better off trading your live account on its own if you're not worried about, I mean, so there's two different kinds of people, right? Once you have the strategy down and you know how to trade, you can then do evaluations and raise your capital like crazy and have millions of dollars in funding very, very fast. Some people have a live account and they make some mistakes here and there, but it's their live account, there's no rules. So they can make the mistakes they want on their live account and they don't have the pressure of all the rules of a funded account. Maybe that's better for you. So that's what you have to weigh. Which one of those is better for you? I know a guy that so far this year has been paid out like 12 grand, and that money goes invested into 12 grand on one and then like 9K on another. And that money gets invested into the stock market, into other avenues. He doesn't fund his live account. He's perfectly fine with passing an evaluation within a day and then activating it the next day and having an account. So like, for example, Wix going into like 10% drawdown on the account can do that because that 50K is 5% of his total trading account. So he's risking 1% in reality. So you're seeing like 10% drawdown of the account, but in reality, his whole trading capital, that's about 1%. So he can take massive drawdown like that. He's trading a 50K with 2 lots, and I'm trading a funded 50K with 0.2. A 100 times less size than he is. I've made 600 in the last week. If he makes the same pips as me, he would have made 6,000 in the last week. Yeah, bro. That would have been a 1 week on the 7-figure account. But futures is just much better. And the way that he's snapping on futures, he's probably more profitable on futures. So the more that account grows, the more. Imagine that account at the end of the year. Wow, what a session. All right, two things. After you take a loss, you have to go back and say, was this loss part of my plan or did I do something different? Because I'll give you an example. The other day, I almost took a loss on the Nasdaq. I saw the hourly flip bullish. The hourly broke its own high for the money printer setup. You probably don't know what the money printer is, but just pretend that you do. The hourly broke the high for the money printer setup. It drove like 6 or 7 pips, and I market executed to avoid missing the move. When my plan is to wait for, if I miss the initial push, I have a second entry after a close pullback. If it pulls back and then it reflips, then I can take an entry. So I should have set a buy stop on that wick instead of market executing. My plan is to market execute. But since my plan is to buy stop, sorry. But since I market executed, the trade went into instant drawdown. And then I had to pineapple out of the trade and I got out break even. But so that trade where I almost took a loss, that was not part of my plan. My plan was to set a buy stop, not to market execute. I wanted to be 7 pips early, so my subconscious made like was like, oh no, you want let's get in there early, let's get in there early, and I broke my trading plan and I market executed. If it's a loss like that, or let's say I would have lost, then I'm like, okay, I have a reason why I lost. I have a solution to the problem. It won't happen the next time. But if you're at the point where you already have your system down, you did everything properly, but you're like, oh, it still didn't work out. That's just probability. The probability of your trades working out all the time is not always going to happen. But if you took a loss and you're like, damn, I don't know why price didn't drive in my direction there. I did everything right. I took my setup. I waited for the closures. I waited for the wicks. I did everything. I don't know why price. Then you just have to give your system more time and keep doing your system over and over and then going back to your journal and reading your history. So like it depends what the loss is. If it's a loss because you did something wrong, that's easy. Don't beat yourself up. You did something wrong. You now have something to fix. You fix it for the next trade and you move on. If it's a loss where it's just probability, same thing. It's probability. Move on. Worry about the next one. If you took a loss because you're greedy, boom, you have a solution. You know what the problem is. Now, try to fix it. If you're being greedy and you're like, damn, I was in profit and I didn't close the position and it went back down in negative, well, that's where you have to look at your data and look at your history of all your trades and say my average trade runs for 20 to 30 pips. So me not closing a trade at 10 pips, that's not being greedy. Closing at 10 pips is being greedy if my plan says that my trades run 30. Closing early at 10 is being greedy. Just wanting the quick buck is being greedy. But if your plan is telling you I need to close at 30 pips, and when you trade drove 10 pips and it reversed and hit your stop loss, that wasn't greed, bro. That was you following your plan and executing your plan properly. So like you really have to think deep psychologically why each loss happened, and if and at the end of the day, no matter what the reason is, you always have a solution. If you messed up your system, you can fix your system so it doesn't happen again. If you got too greedy, you can look back at your history so you can stop being greedy for the next one. If it's a trade where it's just probability, then you have to chalk it up to probability and say, I can't win them all, and we'll move on to the next one. I have won maybe 32 trades in a row. A loss is inevitably coming. And that's lingering in the back of my mind that eventually a loss is coming. I can't go on a win streak forever. And then how am I going to handle that loss when it comes? The same way I handle my wins. I take a screenshot, I look back at it, and I move on, bro. Move on to the next one. Bro, losses hurt your ego so much, bro. And it gives you that like that feeling inside. Like I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. And we all go through that feeling where you feel inside where you're like, ugh, fuck. I took a loss. You're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, ah, shit, man, it was a big one. Now I have that's 3 days of work, bro. Fuck. Damn, it hit TP right after. Though, bro, the thing is that whenever that happens, you really have to look back at your data and understand if was it your fault? Was there something you could have done? Did price tap your break even point 30 times and then flip the other way? What a pump. Wow, that was unexpected. After closing below, back below the most recent range, I would have expected that pump to happen the other way. If you guys are out in profit, you guys are savages. That moved so much more over here. So much nicer over here. That was a full 10 pips there. Tell you what, if we do flip and break the low, I'll have another sell stop. Yeah, you have to really track your trades, bro. Track your trades and see what happened. Go to market replay and see what happened, bro. Damn, we came all the way back in range. Can we flip bearish here? Especially on the 30 closing below. Ideally, we wanted to dump, right? We wanted to get like a fucking 30 pip candle down. I stacked a position. I'm going to, once this 30 flips, fills, and breaks that low, that should be the pop down to these lows here that I want. The thing with the 9 o'clock candle is that if we get the spike down on the 9 o'clock candle, it'll activate both entries, hit TP, and then by the time I go break even, it might pull back and hit that break even and then dump again. I would like it to do that now, hit the TP now. I can be break even, so when that 9 o'clock dump comes, I have that 1 pip runner or that 1 contract runner, and maybe the price is like down here, we get a top wick and then a push down. That's the idea that I'm having here. So I really wanted to just dump. I'm expecting a 30-minute bottom wick to be at least 15 pips. Come on, Goldilocks. Did it activate me? It just wicked down for a split second and activated my position. Look at that. What the hell? What a bitch, huh? That was crazy. Oh shit, nice. You're gonna make me shit myself, bro. I've had 2 of these already.
That's what I'm laughing.
Damn, I've had 2 of them already. Yeah, what changed in Jay's trading game was the coin flip. He takes a 50-cent piece like this and he goes, alright, I'm thinking of head buys. If it lands on head, I'll confirm my buys. And he looks and it's tails. So he's like, I think I'm gonna sit this one out. Don't. Vamos, papi. That's because what changed the game for me was anticipating the coin flip. If I call the coin flip as it's in the air, then that means I called the correct trade. When we got into this position at 802, we knew exactly what was gonna happen, didn't we? We knew exactly what was gonna happen at 802 when we got into this position. And we said it. I've completely forgot about the time change. So, this is the easiest advice. Like, who's the person asking me about taking a loss? You see what Jay said? He said, I'm more comfortable taking my positions so I can stack a little bit. I'm seeing things differently since better understanding Wix's strategy. I'm more aware of my mistakes when they occur and can compensate accordingly. Under risking, so that way, if you do fuck up, you don't blow all of your capital and you can slowly grind it back. Come on, Goldilocks. Don't be doing us like this. 15-minute close bullish, but it closed respecting this range here. We have a top wick first. Let's get a flip down and see what we can do here, man. Did you like?
Yeah.
How is your boy getting all of this? His limit is probably already out.
OGC him, bro.
Doesn't matter, bro. You're killing his limit, bro. Leave him
doesn't-
alone.
He doesn't
Leave him alone, bro.
He doesn't smoke flour. He's like, bro, I would buy flour because he's had 2 ounces for 2 years.
Yeah. YouTube picks up on these words. Futures is lagging behind. Gold is a monster, right? Gold can do whatever it wants. Ideally, we get a bottom wick on the daily, right? I mean, we barely had a top wick here. We created a top wick here without barely a bottom wick here. So I think we're just experiencing these minor pullbacks before this inevitable dump to the downside. Let's just watch this level here and see how we trickle up for the next 10 minutes. Yeah. Well, the thing is to ideally be up more than what this loss would entail. So if I do take a loss here, I'm still up on the account. A lot. So that gives me the confidence in knowing that I can build a certain amount of buffer before taking a loss, which means I can still, the next time that I go on this streak, it'll be at, my account would be at 2%. So I'm able to gain 1.5% before losing a 0.5%. That's a pretty good risk to reward there. My favorite thing to explain to traders is that sometimes losses happen, and sometimes you should have went break even. You should have closed break even. That wind? I'll be letting that shit sit. The shake just starts to burn, and now before you know it, half of it is gone, and all you have is a big ass ash.
That's you.
This is where I'm gonna pineapple at. If we fail and we continue to re-break the highs, this trade is gonzo and done. On futures here, we might actually hit the daily high, whereas here we won't. Here it's only pulled back 35 pips, and it's pulled back a lot more on my end. This is one of those that it's going to, that's too much drawdown for me. That is probably going to wick me out and then dump afterwards. Four minutes here. It's not like the other one. On Nasdaq yesterday, where it just dropped down 100 pips. Favorite. We're not too far away. We just need a small push. Stress is non-existent.
Right now.
Now I'm down like 80. Or 120. Rocket power? Like the show? "45 seconds here, gang. Let's see what kind of push we can get here." Who's him woo? Two, one, open. Wrong way, China. So annoying how it moves a lot more over here than over here. Yeah, the probability of this coming back is gone. Gonzo. That's China for you. I might take a loss here, operator. You might see the first loss. Did you see the stud that dressed like a that dressed hot?
Yeah.
That was crazy. I was like, damn, she looked like a man at first, and then Drewski made her wear makeup and a dress.
She said nah. She said I do both.
But Drewski made her wear like makeup and a dress and all that shit, and she looked like really good. And I'm like, damn, like how do you literally look like a man on the bus, and then now you're. So Drewski is doing like a love and hip hop kind of show, or is it love and hip hop? I don't know. But he's bringing a bunch of women on trying to find a girlfriend, and a few of them are studs. And one of them he had dress up. Oh, I saw that. That's crazy, right? How come I have like dreams of people sitting on me? Nobody used to sit on us, right? No, right? Mm-hmm. I actually never did that.
Yeah.
Whatever the result, you continue to follow your plan no matter what, and you stick to your plan no matter what. This is just so primed to run bullish. Just sit back and do absolutely nothing. Whoa, tapped my stop loss instantly. That was 150 pips. And we made new highs here. Disgusting. Disgusting. I was 8 minutes into the hourly closure and this thing just beautifully blasted. The only thing that I could have maybe done different instead of having the hard stop would have been to wait for price to hit that level and then put my stop loss on the pullback. That would have been maybe the only difference. Excuse me. Yeah, my second position got wicked in here by a hair. So it should have been 50 pips less of a loss, but this second position got wicked in really, really quickly. I wasn't expecting that. So my entry... Damn, is this going to come all the way back down to my entry after wicking me out? It is. Maybe that's why I don't do my hard stops like that. It's all good, bro. So it didn't quite come back to my entry. Is this going to come back up and continue re-breaking the highs? I only took 3 pineapples here. I didn't want to take... So what happened when price came up over here and stopped me out, that was like 4 pips past my stop loss where it went. So usually what I do is I have that level marked and then I wait for that level to get tapped, and then whatever high creates there, then I set my stop loss. So possibly that would have been the better idea instead of setting a hard stop. That's why I don't set hard stops. So that's a live example of why I don't do that. I'm perfectly fine with taking an extra 10 pip loss to avoid this same situation happening, where price wicks my stop loss, comes back right almost to my entry. If it would have wicked it and immediately rejected, I would have taken another pineapple, yes. But it wicked it and stopped me out immediately. That happened within a minute. So this pineapple, 34, and there was already 3, so it would have brought me only up 10 pips to here. So yeah, it would have been 8 pips in profit on 4 positions. No top, no bottom wick on this 4 hour. This is probably going to come up and start to reach 3,000. Yeah, it's at all-time highs. I gotta let it keep running. I can't do anything about that. I was thinking of taking a buy stop here. I don't like the way that the 5's formed. We got 20 seconds left on this 5. If we can get a bottom wick to this level and then a flip bullish, that would be nice. Have a good night, brother. Take it easy. I'm gonna try a buy stop here. That's exactly what I was looking at. You have to respect this though. If it starts to flip bearish, it's not valid no more. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. How'd you guys do on that trade? Holy shit. Nice. I'm gonna have a sell stop here. Reattempt these sells. Let me lower it for the hourly, breaking the low. Wow. Looks like I can delete that. Yeah, it's wild. I had 3 pineapples. Each lost 50 pips. Today I had a slow day. Today I caught 40 pips. Yesterday I caught 150 pips. So that puts me today at minus 100 pips. 110 pips. What's up, El Capitan? I have a sell stop here. No, this isn't a pineapple. This is only one entry right now. $13 pips. We hit the bottom of the range here. Ideally, I was gonna try to hold it to the daily lows here. But my scalp ends right here. If we break these lows here, I'm gonna get in again. For break even here, I closed half my entry. $15 pips, I closed half my entry. Let's see if our runner survives. Do we have a runner on stream? If we re-break that low, we have survived. Maybe not. Thank you, bro. Please don't take me out break even. What the hell? Nice. So we made back 13 pips and then 14 pips. So, of the 150, we made back 13, made back 14. That's 123 total loss. Today, I made 40 pips. So I'm down 83 pips for the day. Let's upload all that to TradeZella. And then you guys can see what my stats are for the week. Here you go. These are my stats as of right now in pips. My trade zealot score dropped 30 points after that loss. No, I don't give a shit about the trade zealot score. What I give a shit is that this wicked me out by 4 pips just to take me out. It was actually 10 pips. This is not a 4-hour level. This is an hourly support though. I'm gonna take a buy here. We got the money printer set up here on the 30-minute time frame. That's a nice money printer. And pips. So 115, we've made back 37. Oh, this is a swing type entry. This is something that you would be swinging back to the highs. I closed there because I'm trying to recoup my profit back little by little. So what do we see here? Let me give you a really good example of what we saw here and why adding to a position is not a big deal, and why the same thing happened not 3 streams ago, the first couple of streams, and it's going back to the same thing. It's a psychological thing where I didn't want to lose any money, so what I did was set a stop loss to say, okay, if it goes past this level, that's it, I'm done. But what I should have done was what I always do, was have my zone as my stop loss and wait. So what happened? This was my stop loss that got hit by 4 pips. If I would have waited like I normally do, let it hit my stop loss theoretically, and then once I saw this initial wick rejection down, I would have taken another entry, set a hard stop at these highs. I would have gave it probably like 4 or 5 pips. 4 or 5 pips would have been above this wick here. So even if I missed my break even point here, it still worked out in the end, giving me my entries, right? So the only thing that made this trade a loss was me not wanting to lose a little bit more money, me not wanting to risk 10 more pips, basically. It's minor little details. This trade played out. How many pips did this trade run for? This trade ran for 32 pips, the first sell. The last sell ran for 100 pips. So all the sells that I took here all played out. It just all depended on the risk management right here at this wick. Minor things. Minor things. So what can I do now? I could have tilted and decided to spam buys the other way. I took a loss here. It wicked me out. I could have spammed buys the other way. And then it would have ran 20 pips and then instantly dumped 75 pips. And I would have saw 20, said, nah, I just lost 100. I got to get more than 20. Can it refill it all? I for sure can. That's a 30-minute money printer. The 30-minute money printer can end here, can end at this here, or it can end here. So we can end anywhere in this range here on the money printer. And depending on how you form, if you continue forming higher highs and higher lows, it'll just continue filling it all the way up to this level again. It looks like the Nasdaq did break out like I was looking for earlier. And it gave you 150 pips. Wow, what a bitch. And that's the thing, when you saw in the TradeZella there, that was like 6 days without a loss. So 6 days without a loss was like 900 pips. And I lost 200 pips today, according to TradeZella. So do the math, 900 to 200, that's pretty fucking good. Look, it insta updates your trades. And when I look back at that loss, all that I'm going to see is an adjustment to my stop loss. Yeah, it updated. It's all good. Last night on stream, I caught 100 pips. And then this stream, I lost 100 pips. What can you do, my friend? The only difference is that the Nasdaq 100 pips is half the money that it is on gold. Ain't that some whack shit? Yeah, I was looking back and I was like, oh, could I have gone break even? Could I have gone break even? And the more that I look back, I'm like, no, the ideal entry was it. I was right. There was no issue. The thing is that this entry had 74 pips of drawdown. So the only thing that stopped me from likely holding longer or taking another position was the second entry that this wick down gave me. That was pretty yay. This wick down gave me another entry. Uh, Without that entry, this would have been an 80 pip drawdown, which would have been so much easier to manage, and I would have not had a stop loss there. So it's just minor little things that if this wick out wouldn't have happened, I would have been fine. I'm gonna tell you how many trades I have and 43 trades, and that was my first loss. Yeah, the 15-0 top wick, it depends on how steep this 15 top wick is. Let's say this 15 comes up, pretend it looks like it's about to break the highs, and then rejection comes back down and start breaking the lows. I might look for another sell entry. Yeah, I didn't get your message today where it said I'm here, but when you were texting me and I was asking you why if it still shows that, I was getting all the notifications today. I got the notifications when you texted me about the ounce. I don't get it.
What's that? Have his notification silence.
Yeah, I guess it won't let me move that over. I don't know. Is my computer on Do Not Disturb? It is on Do Not Disturb. Check now. No? What the fuck? My phone is telling everybody I'm on Do Not Disturb, but I'm not on Do Not Disturb. I get everybody's messages. Stop it. Holy crap, look at this dump. I was looking for a steeper 15 top wick, but I guess it didn't need one. That steep. It filled the body of this candle. That's probably it for that money printer. Grass-fed ground beef sausage, 5 jumbo eggs, and some Colby Jack cheese. And a glass of OJ. That's what's up. That's what's up. What are we gonna do here? Our daily range is fucking huge. Ten minutes for the hourly closure. In Skipping the calf liver? I would skip the calf liver every day, my bro. Fuck. That's ugly. It's looking like it's most likely gonna continue making new highs. What if you slice it up in tiny little cubes? You mix it with some MSG, some nice steak seasoning. You drop some A1 sauce on it and you let it marinate in the A1 sauce. And then you drop it into an egg wash, some flour, an egg wash, and you fry it. And you get highly marinated, highly seasoned with a bunch of MSG breaded fried uh, liver balls. And you just make them so tiny so that you're mostly eating egg wash and bread, and then you have your whole serving as like a bag of chips. Would that not be pretty good? I ain't trying to eat that. You feel me? Christmas tree. Five minutes.
The Nasdaq just jumped 60 pips in 2 minutes. Four minutes for this hourly. Two minutes. Did any of you guys take an L tonight? Good shit options. Don't worry, bro. We'll get it back tomorrow. Or the next day. Or the next day. Or the next day. Or the next day. Y'all remember that SpongeBob episode? Or the next day. Or the next day. Don't worry, bro. The thing is, if you took a loss on the shorts with me, we were only off by like 5 pips on a fucking stop loss, G. We were only off by like 5 pips on that stop loss. No big deal. That's beautiful, Jay. On gold, spot gold, it gave you that wick down way more than it did on my end. Yeah, it also wicked me in on that second position. That's really what caused the extra risk management there. One more position. Hourly just closed. The hourly closed bullish. We're coming down for a bottom wick first. The hourly closed respecting here on XAU. The hourly closed also respecting. Does gold give a flying fuck? Probably not. gonna have a sell stop here on the Nasdaq. We get wicked in, that would be a 75 pip loss.
Era el otro.
Oh. Alright, I'm done with gold for the night, so I'm just gonna stick to this Nasdaq trade. This is probably off. You guys don't trade the Nasdaq. Gold's chop was annoying me. How'd you guys end your day? Holy. Don's doing a reaction to Cardi on stream. But I'm in drawdown, I cannot. Up 220 pips. Can't wait to get to that level. 220 pips in a day instead of down 120 pips in a day. Insta drawdown again. Jeez.
You know, open.
No, I think I gave you all of them. I think I'm a pineapple here. We need that hourly bottom wick here, so when we come up and we break the highs, that would be where my hard stops are. How's everybody's night going? Whoever's still around. Do you guys trade the Nasdaq or no? Yeah, if you're doing 200 plus pips a day on gold, then I would leave it. The thing is with me and the Nasdaq, is that I like both of them and I do really well across both of them. My win rate is very similar across both of them. The profit is this very similar across both of them. So I like to keep them both in the arsenal. So whichever one gives me the cleaner setup, I can take. So hourly doesn't want to give us a bottom wick here. We just closed Doji right back into the range. It really does not want to give us a bottom wick. What?
Pick.
This is my final pineapple on the Nasdaq. If we do start flipping and coming back up to the highs here, then I'll look to manually close the trade. So much rejection here, so much rejection. It should give us a push to the downside here. Yeah, that's the thing. I remember the exact same thing, bro. And then it's just all about managing risk properly. Yeah, knowing the Nasdaq, this is a goner as well. Nasdaq tells me that I'm wrong very quickly. So that would be 2 losses for the night. Okay.
When you getting?
Few minutes. Are we gonna get stopped out here so I can go to fucking sleep already? Holy shit. Break the high already. Jeez. This is just an arbitrary level because I don't want to lose anymore. But that's most likely gonna get tapped. There's literally no level here we can reject off of. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for watching me take a couple losses today. But we will make it back. Yep, we just got worked out. There we go. We're going to call it a stream there. So in total for tonight, we have lost 250 pips on tonight's session. Minus 250. Between the Nasdaq and whatever. For the week, I'm up. Now with that, 600 pips. But we continue. We finished last week profitable. We're going to finish this week profitable again. And we're just going to continue the profitability journey. Continually every week being profitable. Eventually, all these accounts will be at payout. And that's going to be a fat whap, 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 whap across each one. Have a good night, everybody.